things. But after the token launch, of course, we also going to certain incentive programs. Some more tokens, so it's a build better platform, right? So there will be another chapter, obviously, for sure, which will be coming. But at the end of the day, we want to really support the creator economy against that. Because it starts with some models, you started to build something, started to create items. So that means we actually enhance, the whole idea of the creator economy. So more things are going to be started is also being
and I think one other thing that is very important to understand, again, like Dirk, you mentioned that for the first time, we're taking an element from our closed economy and exposing it to the larger market economy. Now, we don't know how it's going to play out, but whatever the price that Spark launches at, it doesn't matter if it launches at exactly the same point it was sold up to now, it doesn't matter if it's higher, if it's lower. It's going to settle after some kind of activity. It could be weeks, it could be months, we don't really know. At some point, it's going to settle on a new market price, and that market price may be different than the market price that we were used to for the past 2 years inside Valve. And it's important to understand that at that point, obviously, if it goes up, everybody's happy. It may also go down. It may be a strategical thing that you want to actually launch, in order to create that sustainable opportunity for growth. But wherever it settles at the end of the day, we have the mechanisms both to adjust if required the internal economy, but also to work together with the community to basically say, okay, let's review what happened, and now let's act accordingly.
And I think we had an AMA a few months ago that is a question about this. Was asked how would it affect the economy. Then the answer is we did keep a few tools for ourselves inside of it to adjust, and the adjustment is always to support the creators, and that is our main goal.
I think also once the cloud settle and we're after this very, very exciting event, I think what you're going to see is one of the few token ecosystems where the community actually holds a very, very, very big part. And either the community actually holds it or it is appropriated towards the community. And again, you're not going to see it in other token markets just because most projects start out with a deficit of whatever, 20-30% allocation that has been already removed.
Is it time for Q&A or?
We are running behind. It's actually time for the hackathon. So unless Danny has a question, another question for you, one last question.
I think we're good, but we're walking around.
Maybe 2 questions will take one of those both talking about. Unless
we got one more here.
Just a quick question. Are you going to launch it as Spark or Sparklet?
so.
Sparklet.
Sparklet is going to be the token both outside of Apple but also inside. So we're going to move inside of Apple to this Sparklet denomination. So Spark would still be 1,000 Sparklet, but everything will be actually shown in Spark. The only thing that will remain is Spark hours as well. But again, important to understand, Spark and Sparklet are the same thing. Sparklet is just a different denomination of Spark.
What happens to Spark at the end?
So nothing happens to Spark. The only thing that happens is you are able to, if you want to, you are able to take it out and trade it outside of Apple. The same Spark exactly. By the way, the only other thing is up until now, Spark has an unlimited supply. There was no real tokenomics and commitment to the economy behind Spark. So that definitely changes because right now there is hard commitments. And it's so much better to having these hard commitments done after having an ecosystem active for several years than having to anticipate from the get-go, before you launch it. A lot of projects fail because they got them wrong. And I think being able to do that after 2 years of activity gives us a huge head start.
So that will be a billion Spark.
Billion Spark.
One more question here before our last question.
1 billion sparklet total ever.
So when it comes to like building with Sparklet,
Equivalent of a
say Sparklet doubles in price,
Wow.
would you then need only half as much
There's a
Sparklet?
billion sparklet max cap supply lifetime.
So yeah, exactly. So how exactly is the reaction going to be? You have to look at the data, to be honest. Right? But as Dan said, we have actually tools to do that. That's again a way for us to shield, inside of Upland from what's happening on the outside, right? Because obviously as a region, we don't have control of what's happening in the outside.
But I do want to stress again that we have the highest conviction. Again, there are some downsides, right, with exposing the token to the external community. But we have such a high conviction that the upside potentially that will come with Sparklet will overshadow the potential downside, and we are prepared to address any issues that are caused that may come from that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hackathon presentations. Up first is Up Zoo. Then we've got a presentation from Next World, Dr. Jelly Sugar Rush, Imagine Bill,
What I do?
the Long Mobile app, and then Upland Aliens. All of the judges for the hackathon, if you could come up to this front table up here. Sorry, we're gonna have to do this front table if that's okay. For all the judges will be up here.
I wonder if they're gonna. Are you streaming or just recording? I'm streaming. Oh, you're streaming? Yeah.
Every project about 5 minutes.
So you can look at the side of your face. Oh yeah. Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna do more. Like, when the next exciting announcement are gonna be? Hackathon, creativity and Upland, Layer 2 showcase, Upland. Damn, I don't want to stay for all this shit.
I'm not. I'm gonna watch the hackathon and then get ready.
I need that racing done. Oh, you gotta go all the way back. That is the downside. So, yeah. Are they not live streaming this themselves? No. Jesus. What is wrong with you, Goldie?
Goldie, what's your? I watch you all the time, but the Goldsmith, right?
Yeah, it's the Goldsmith 5 on Twitter.
5?
Yeah, the Goldsmith 5 on Twitter.
But the YouTube's on YouTube as well. YouTube as well.
YouTube is at the MetaVentress. Or is that MetaVentress?
Here, can you get it?
What you do?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's this on? I can't find myself on Twitter.
All right.
Look at. Are you guys ready for the presentation?
Where's your link?
I'm live right now.
Alright. Oh, hi everybody. Alright.
It's just delayed by.
Alright. No, I want to listen to my family.
Share the link?
Yeah. Yeah. No?
Here you go.
Alright, yeah, alright, here, I got it now. Alright, cool. Thank you.
I made a bunch of Upland tweets and they're not there. Do you want to spell?
This list already. What else is that? Share your favorite updates into that. Post a picture with someone in that. Like the holiday cards with that. Highlight. Share it, highlight romance thread. Romance thread? Memorable. You have to do three. The other is 3 to 4? Three. Oh. So what is it? So I guess it was 3 to 4.
I'm gonna move over there just to do this. Do you wanna get our stuff done? Rob, are you gonna get up? Yeah. All right. Are you gonna stay here? All right, cool. This is done. Let's just get this one with. No, you get it. You get it. You got it.
Don't start clock yet. I didn't know I only have 5 minutes.
Oh my God, this is bad.
Yeah, ready? Okay, my name is Robin. You may know me as Deshak, and today I'm going to present to you our project Upsu, and we're going to start with the trailer right away. So let's hope it works. Can we get the sound a bit more up? One day, you wake up to the better. Dear grandchild, it is I, your great uncle, Milton B. Chain. As you know, I've been traveling all over the world with my work as wildlife conservationist. However, the ground care and conservation is urgent death. That's why I've chosen you to continue my legacy. Welcome to Upsu, the innovative IoT data on the Upland platform. Connect your Upland account and turn your virtual real estate into a zoo. Trade, breed, care for your animals, and run the best zoo out there. Are you ready? Yeah, thank you. Welcome to Upsu. Upsu is a zoo simulation game where we turn your digital real estate into zoo habitats. And in the trailer, you saw a bit of the backstory where your great uncle Milton asks you to help out. And what he does, he actually gives you a llama. So this is our onboarding in our game. You learn how to take care of it and get like what are the basics of the game, and anyone can play this. So you do not need an Upland account for this at all. So everyone can play this. But at some point you want to expand your zoo because you don't just want a llama. We know lots of llamas, but also for other animals. So that's when you connect Upland because extra habitats are extra properties. So you, the size of your property in Upland relates to the size of the habitats in Upzoo, and even the location on the map in Upland will influence the environments you will have. And certain animals need certain environments, so you need a lot of upland properties. There are different factors that you need to balance. So, of course, animal well-being is an important one. There will be conservation quests, like setting them out in the wild, and there are NCP visitors who you have to keep having as well. And together, this becomes your zoo score. You want to have that as high as possible. You guys want to be on the top of the rankings and get certain rewards. There is an in-game economy. We'll have our own coin, which is just like an in-game utility tokens you can play. But besides like the Upzoo store, we also have a player-to-player marketplace where you can buy and sell with other players, also for
So it could be animals, but it could also be animal food and all other items. We obviously use DevTools. We have to check for land ownership data. We will do the transactions through escrow, and we're also looking at integrating layer one map assets into our pixel game as well. But we're looking forward to getting the opportunity to use sparklet because you can build then in Upzoo with your sparklet as well. You can build buildings, you can fix fences or upgrade them, even food manufacturing for the animals. And we are thinking of implementing breeding, so you don't have to buy the animals, but you can breed them as well using sparklet. Another thing is the MetaMask integration. Problem Upland has right now is that a lot of these NFT projects have their own avatar, but they're in a pixel style, so you cannot use them in Upland. But you can use them in Upzoo. So these are a couple of examples, and we already have certain, we're talking with certain collections to integrate, and these are already very happy to be integrated into Upzoo. So these players who own the NFTs can use that as their avatar. So we focus a lot on the new player onboarding, and we hope it's just a super fun game. So we will have non-NFT gamers who can start playing Upzoo, and they just have a fun game, and then slowly get into Upland because they need to expand for their zoo. The NFT communities, we can onboard those through the avatars they have once we connect them to Upzoo, and then the sparklet holders because they will get utility for their spark and they can earn it. So we hope that way we can get everyone to play Upland through Upzoo. We're already building an MVP, and we just like to keep this very basic so that we have it out as fast as possible, not like a solid base everyone can try out, and we kind of can expand on that. Yeah, who are we? Steve, he's not here today, but I think he's watching, hoping through the live stream. Hi, Steve. He's our lead dev. He is developing this in Godot, which is an open source game engine, so we have a full control of what we do. We don't accept permission. And I do the art side of it. We use our original art for the pixel assets, but we are also using an AI tool to speed up the process and get as many stuff out there in a short time. And yeah, so conclusion, I think it's a really fun zoo game. It's very cute. Who doesn't love animals? We add utility to different Upland assets, including Sparklet, which is there, and NFT communities can now onboard into Upland through Upzoo. And overall, we hope this is a great onboarding experience for new players and for a fun game for Uplanders. So yeah, that was it.
First of all, congratulations on being a second year Hackathon finalist. Thanks to you. I'm curious to see how that aligns with these species that will be coming to Upland.
Yeah, we had this idea for quite a long time, and we actually stopped the further development of this idea because then totems came. And we saw how popular totems were, and I think because we have such a different style, it doesn't like cross over. And in the end, I hope that once we have species in Upland, we can do some crossover there. We'll have to wait and see how that works from the Upland side. Yeah.
Very cool. And can you maybe give us 2 minutes, 2 sentences about, so I open a zoo, I have my first llama before I get to Upland. What do you do with the updates? What the features and how do I?
Just like the gameplay, like the yeah. So then we will have a grinding mechanism for food, so like you can spend a lot of time in the game, you can get the food through that, and you have to feed your llama. We'll put in timers there. You have to clean up the habitat. The llama is like the most easy animal to take care of, and we'll make it more difficult as the animals progress. We have the weirdest spreadsheet out there. Like I know like reading times of like so many. And then you kind of can pick out like what you want to focus more on because you have like the 3 different pillars to get your Zoo score up. Some might like influence multiple ones. So you could like go for something that is ethically a little less good in your conservation score will go up, but maybe like thinking of Steve has very like how do I say interesting. Very interesting storyline. So we're trying to keep it as fun as possible. Like, for instance, there is an influencer coming to the zoo, and the influencer wants to take pictures with your tiger. Are you going to do it because your visitors will go up, but your conservation score is like it's going down. So we're looking at all these like, different features, and I think so. The base game is just a clicker game, clean feeds, keep them alive, type of stuff. But the quest will have like things like this. Thank you.
Okay, good question. How exactly will you visualize the property data?
Yeah, so we have to have a live link because if your property gets sold to someone else, there goes your animal as well. So we are linking that. So that in the end, we hope that people are also like trading animals through like layer 1 upland because you could say like, hey, I have like the best tigers over here, pay more for my property upland. So Steve is more into the technical part, but we're like pulling the ownership data and like linking that to up to the line.
So each property is kind of
Yeah, habitats, yeah.
I made a mistake, but it's still up, or it's multiplayer.
No, we need to have it multiplayer because we want when you pay for yourself, it will have an environment that where most people come together as well because we want to have that avatar community type feel. So there will be a part where you can go and buy animal food for like a big so you can here Brantford, you can go to the square where you can buy animal food where you have the marketplace, so you can see different avatars walking around. Because we think that will kind of encourage people to get their own, personality in there as well.
Not so much a question, just a compliment. My favorite part was the types of animals being tied to the actual habitat in the real world, which I think is really clever.
Yeah, I think that Bermuda is such a great example that ties so well with the type of question. We're also thinking of doing unique animals for certain cities, for instance, or collaborations with people and say that, hey, your node is known for this. Can we maybe have a special type of animal? We want to have it linked to real world as well because we have the conservation score, and we're working with the I don't know like top of my head what the real name is. So we'll link it to how many animals there are in game and to real world endangerment. So like, endangered animals setting free will get their points.
One question actually based on a prior answer you gave. Based on the fact that the animals will then in some way hopefully contribute to actual property value, how are we thinking about life cycle of the animals?
Yeah, we have a lot of discussion. We have on our GitHub, there's one topic called death. And every day we switch out. Because we don't want our animals to die. It's so sad. But I think we'll have to do it. So what we're like developing now is looking at can we do like different life cycles. So child, adolescent, adult, and then older animal. So and in the end, that we don't want it to be too fast because why would you buy an animal that's like gone tomorrow? So yeah, we have a lot of like ethical discussions now about animal life. Yeah.
All right, give it up for Upsu, everybody. Thank you very much. Next, we have Jay Sawyer from Next World, and before he gets started here, I
apologize, I forgot. Let's go around and have the judges introduce yourself. You just stand up and introduce me a while.
Hi, I'm John, CEO of Aware. Everyone, I'm in the same box. Next world.
All right, I'm Jonathan. I'm here to introduce you to Next World. Next World is a collaboration between testing from my singing days. Next World is a collaboration between Meta Labs and GAT Studios. If you're in the sandbox, you might recognize the name GAT Studios. We had a big month last month. Anyway, our executive team is Pablo, and he leads our production, design, and graphics. Pablo has many years of experience in the Web3 space, and he's led the creation of over 100 successful games. Christian, he focuses more on overseeing the design and development of individual assets within games, and he also takes care of creating and managing NFTs for corporate clients for B2B solutions and B2C solutions. I'm responsible for business development, concept design, and then I also do the client acquisition and client management for our corporate clients. So we have a bunch of other projects that we're currently involved in, including Sandbox just announced their new Builders Challenge. If anybody wants to jump in that, the more the merrier. But we have 43 full-time devs for this project. For our layer 2, we will be having 15 devs, and then we'll have a 3-member marketing team. Why Upland? As Upland players ourselves, we're builders, and every Upland player in some way, shape, or form seems to be a builder as well. And I know what I crave as a builder is a layer 2 development that is immersive and lets me add to my strategies as an Upland player. It gives me a little bit more depth. That are shut out of, say, playing up. So some of our players that come from other countries, they don't have the $3 to buy for so it also be shut out of this layer 2 experience. So our goal is to not only have a layer 3, but have a sub-layer that allows people to play for free, add value to current Next World players, and then take their value and bring it down into Upland so they can get infrastructure to start the real Next World journey. And onboarding people is a huge learning curve when you start up. Where let's start. When you start by 98 stories, right? But there's that dynamic in Upland where to get the layer 2 audience or layer 3 audience, you have to take them into Upland. And our goal with our layer 3s is to bring them in at layer 3 and bring them down into Upland. Just like we're here in Vegas, you play craps, or if you want to learn how to play craps, you can read and watch all the resources they gather to play or enhance their play. We don't want to be buying or doing resources and requirement necessary for play. We may just enhance it. Or we can sell those resources to players that are entering on level 3. Some of the features that we'll utilize is property ownership of buildings. This will be integral because it will determine the size shape of the player. We want to use require
Finding that will help protect our layer 2 from choose. So, and then property buying and selling, we want to just incentivize the property market. So, in order to influence the land next world, you can influence the types of land you're living on or utilizing. The only way to yield would be to buy and sell. So this is for the future issues. These are just some of our thoughts, whether they come to fruition or not. But for Spark staging, it's really interesting, a plan that allows Spark to be staged from developer assets, and then let the developer utilize that Spark however they see fit. And we think that that would also be a great way for players to pay for things. Whether it be a game, a service, or even a subscription. We don't necessarily know the mechanics of program are going to be, whether it's used for different things. But we have several agricultural program clients that would that are very excited about the idea of program and then bringing farming into Upland. Meta experience is the most exciting because it will allow us to grab already established communities and audiences. We for example, activity. If you have a building called the ranch where meat is produced, for the cows in the ranch could be equal to the number of species that an activity player has. Then to produce meat, which is use that the burn mechanism to burn one of their eggs. And it kills it in the range that needs produce. For a marketing strategy, we will probably start building out some layer 3 ones that are tailored to net neighborhood nodes. And then we will put that data and then allow some of the players that want to participate to come into next world to start building for those competitive games that will release. Besides that, we use all of our traditional acronyms, influencers, affiliates, data. That concludes my talk. Presented with a map of the same. So the first action that we're going to need to do is exploration for your brain. And lots of sand. That is important exploration for the land. Then you have to clear. And then once the land is there,
structure on that land to start producing assets. No, it's so completely different. Your home address will most likely make your home address somehow specified or you are.
Thank you. Would it be possible to create this on something? Or is the
So this one is going to be only for other players. So one of the things I tell people about is the anti-cheating website that you guys have. So that's one of the reasons for developer to choose to build on Upland to follow that umbrella protection. And because this will be when you kind of play to earn, right? If you sell your resources to the other non-Upland players, you want to have that anti-cheating mechanism, which is why we'll want to do the home address.
and what is the color? So I log in, I have an account, I want to as well. How do I start? What's my login? How do I start?
So we'll open up the data for the first voters. We have assets with that is the weights, right? So that's what we weigh, sell, etc. So those first voters are going to be presented with starting packages. They'll use those starting packages to kind of kickstart the layers. So they'll be building and producing the gates slowly as a reward for breaking the frame that performs a certain act.
The core loop also
This layer statement is relatively centric because the play based will then the layer threes will eventually have some right to play games. But what we want to do is get interest in downward progress into and so it will be, you know,
Everybody give it up for next week. Next up, Dr. Jelly Sugar Rush. Everybody give it up for Dr. Jelly Sugar Rush.
Hello. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Tim Petrie. That's TMS. My partner is Tara Levy, also has Tara Studios, is the developer for my project. And my background is in finance and marketing. Tara's background is in marketing. Matilda's student's background is in blockchain and Web3 development. Our team boasts a wealth of experience in partnerships and marketing, including innovative collaboration with blockchain specialized game developers, where our experts in software and game development, AR, VR integration, blockchain technology, strategic marketing, ensuring a robust plan for development and launch. Our concept is bringing consumable brands in public. To put this in context, I need audience participation. So raise your hands if you love every free food like Upland, right? McDonald's, right? Hamburgers, ice cream, all sorts of possibilities. Yeah. So the concept of Dr. Jelly Sugar Rush is that any consumable product and any mini game concept, you can turn any brand into any mini game that earns you discounts or free physical product powered by Sparklet. We provide the game mechanics and core concept to any physical brand. So Dr. Jelly is an example brand. Jelly is an example of consumer product. The real brand of product that I'm working with has not finalized the agreement, so I removed the presentation to protect their IP until I have secured that partnership. Everything regarding the core concept and game mechanics is true to the game, except monster trucks will be replaced with a different type of vehicle. And the next slide will bring you to our vision. So our vision statement is transforming the McDonald's drive-through, Walmart shelves, and other retail experiences to create these consumables into branded neighborhoods within the Upland metaverse. We can accomplish this vision by implementing branded mini games combined with the branded neighborhoods. So this is our game mechanics and core concept. Dr. Jelly Sugar Rush combines racing, strategy, and business management within the Upland metaverse, creating a dynamic and competitive experience centered on Dr. Jelly monster trucks. In regards to resource management, players must manage their jelly stock, choosing when to replenish and what flavors to sell, influenced by mirroring real-world supply and demand dynamics. This is because of optimal load balancing. Players must decide how much stock to carry during a race. Too much could slow down a truck, affecting the race performance, while too little might leave missed opportunities. So your jelly stock will provide you with resources during the race to help you win with things such as power-ups, weapons, invisible shields, etc. And then beyond racing, there's delivery and fulfillment. So players fulfill delivery orders to various Upland properties, balancing speed, efficiency, and customer satisfaction. Successful deliveries enhance reputation, unlocking exclusive missions and upgrades. So you have racing, but then you have delivery and fulfillment to upgrade some stock on supply for racing, but also the Jelly Legits will be consumed in the Upland virtual cafes, and will also be consumed in the real world as physical products. So there's 3 different types of utilities for the Legits that will be consumed and produced with Sparklet. So let me go over the first type of consumption. This is during the race. You have power-ups. Jelly Burst provides an instant burst of speed for a short duration. You have a Jelly Shield, creates a protective shield around the truck that absorbs 1 hit and the incoming obstacle or attack. Boost Barriers grants multiple short boosts that can be activated at the player's discretion over a set period of time. Weapon examples, you have Chili Jelly, typically freezes the ground behind the truck, causing components to slip and slide. We have Sticky Jelly, which leaves a trail of sticky syrup behind the truck, slowing down components that drive through it. We have Jelly Fog, releases a thick fog around the opponent's trucks, typically reducing the visibility and steering precision. And this is my favorite, by the way. Confusion Jelly reverses the control schemes of opponents for a short period, causing confusion. Just messed up your players' controllers. When you use the jelly in a race, the Legit is burned because you have consumed the Legit in racing. So that's the first type of consumption. So I want to talk about the purpose of deliveries and fulfillment, because this will tie into the second form of consumption. First and foremost, if I'm a racer and I'm low on jelly stock, I have a big race coming up, I might want someone to deliver me jelly stock, so I don't have to waste time before the race trying to source it myself. Second purpose will be I own an work cafe, and I want to stock my cafe with snacks and consumable products for events and parties. Maybe someone eats some toast and jam and gives their avocado wings. So this is the second type of consumption, is in the nowhere cafes. Nowhere cafes could let you burn Legit by serving items like toast and jam. Consuming these in the cafe earns special privileges like eating wings. Currently, Nowhere allows consuming beverages for dance moves. So our version is to turn this into a mechanic for Legit powered by Sparklet. So let's go into the third type of consumption, which is my favorite. It's the real world physical product redemption. So this is the mission statement of the hackathon. With the introduction of Sparklet and the resurgence of Web3 industry and blockchain gaming, Upland is offering unique platform for projects looking to provide additional value to the community and establish their presence in the open metaverse. We all love to see Upland grow. So this is how we can grow Upland with sparklet. This right here you see is Dr. Jelly Legit. It used to be a little skelly, you might see the background there. And you see the hidden barcode. That right there will turn into a QR code for the person who owns it. And when that QR code is scanned, you get the discount for free physical product, but then when the legit is burned. So we're turning digital assets into physical products. If every brand can create discounts and free product with the use of sparklet, this creates a scalable opportunity for sparklet as a resource. So let's go into the next slide. Remember the pitch I mentioned earlier about transforming McDonald's drive-through Walmart shelves and retail experiences? This is what that slide is about. Special properties in Upland are reserved for real-life Dr. Jelly purchases, enhancing community interaction through QR codes creating a Dr. Jelly brand, but in Upland, merging real-world physical products with virtual rewards, creating an immersive experience for consumers. So by scanning QR codes on Dr. Jelly products that you buy in store, customers unlock exclusive properties in a digital neighborhood featuring a custom racetrack, community spaces for events, and other resources for that brand. Upland already gives new users free properties, but now new users will be receiving exclusive properties in branded neighborhoods versus a random property based on the starting city. We could also potentially provide a second QR code on the product for existing users that would reward them with in-game assets instead of free land. The existing users won't call free property, so this could be used to engage existing users and new users alike. This direct integration enhances consumer engagement, turning every purchase into an opportunity for interactive fun and community building in the metaverse. As I mentioned earlier, players can also earn real-world Dr. Jelly treats and engage in a virtual economy with tangible outcomes. And of course, there will be incorporation of legit wearables, block explorers, ornaments, and other assets to enrich the gameplay experience and provide discounts or rewards to holders to various Dr. Jelly assets. So our unique value proposition, every consumable brand can leverage the Upland platform and developer tools, including Sparklet, to design new offering that will entice existing communities to join and actively engage with Upland. NFT-based assets, jelly trucks, upgrades, and even exclusive jelly flavors are represented as NFTs, allowing for true ownership, tradability, and uniqueness in the game's ecosystem. Upix and real currency transactions. Earnings from races, deliveries, and business management can be converted from Upland's currency, Upix, or real currency through Upland's marketplace, tying in-game success table rewards. Now, I want to focus on this for a minute because Upland already has an online swipe store where you can buy hoodies, t-shirts, etc. What if Upland had consumable products in store tied to Upland partnerships? This enables players to burn legit with the discount or free product right in the Upland store, so they no longer have to go to Walmart to redeem the coupon. Basically, Upland becomes a Web3 Amazon store, building the world's greatest economy. Let me say that again. Upland has the capability to become a Web3 Amazon store where players can redeem NFTs for physical goods with the use of Sparklet. Now, maybe Upland doesn't want this responsibility. We can still stock the shelves at Walmart with Upland properties using the core concepts of the presentation you witnessed today. Players can also leverage Upland properties they own as strategic points for their jelly business, such as setting up virtual jelly stores or use them as logistical hubs or deliveries. Regular updates, new challenges, and brand partnerships keep the game engaging and promote long-term player retention. Last two slides just go over the MVP as well as marketing promotions. I'm sure I've already gone over my time, so I covered the most important details as quickly as I could. So I'll open up for questions.
Thank you. My first question would be, do you foresee this as a B2C or a B2B?
I'm sorry, can you?
B2C, so is this like
business to business or business to consumer?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Or your
Yeah. So it's a little bit of both, right? Like, if these things are in place for Upland, anyone will be able to create a brand partnership and bring that brand into Upland. Like I have my partnerships in place, I have people I work with, but I cannot reach everybody, right? And Upland has a great community that can reach everybody. So if we create these technical capabilities within the Upland platform, anyone will be able to use this idea, create a mini game of their own. You know, maybe UpZoo will become Up Farm and then have a partnership with McDonald's because and then they can talk about farming cows and farming potatoes and stuff that they sell at their restaurants. So there's a lot of potential that you have with this project that could tie into any mini game.
So you basically mean that as a B2B, if I'm a brand, you're providing me to like white label term?
Exactly, yeah. So I would basically become a white label for the brands. That's what I'm selling today. Yeah.
To that end, from a game perspective, you know, like the game itself was highly integrated with the concept of jelly, which is then a proxy for the brand you actually signed. So would each brand effectively need to then have its own separate minigame design for it?
Absolutely, yeah. So the minigame I covered was Dr. Kelly Sugar Rush around Monster Truck Racing. The real vehicle would be different. The product would be different. I don't want to give that away because I have to protect my partnership. But that's if I win this competition, that's the game I will produce with the funds. So even though if I'm a white label and I have all these in place, the only thing that would be coming from this hackathon would be not only these enhanced features that anyone can use, but it would also be that one game that I'm producing. Once I have that proof of concept, then I can start reaching out to other brands and bring other brands into Upland. And you know, it doesn't have to stop with food. I mean, it can be shoes, clothing, whatever. You know, like anything you can put in a Walmart shelf, you should be able to earn free Upland property when you buy it.
Next up, we have Imagine, Build, Belong. Welcome, YK 2012 to the stage. Testing. Who wants a free map asset? I can't hear you. Who wants a free map asset? I'm giving one of these away to everyone who's here. The only question is how I'm going to do it. Whether you're YK 2012 founder of the Upland Guide, that's me, Matilda Studios, The Sandbox, or Manumoto, who is Designer of the Year nominee, who, by the way, created this map asset. The problem that we all have is how are we going to identify and reward our top fans? Introducing the Imagine, Build, Belong app. This is a one-stop shop for any creator and brand to This is a one-stop shop for any creator or brand to be able to provide all the tools that you need in order to bring your ideas to life, build a community, and reward your top fans. This is all going to be done using artificial intelligence tools like Kadem, the EOS blockchain, as well as, of course, the Upland Metaverse. So what can these creators build? They can build airdrops and they can build challenges. Let's take a look. What you can see here is a concept screen of the app. Now, as a creator, I'm going to have to build this airdrop so that you can all receive the prompt. You can also receive the map assets. And the first thing I'm going to have to do is define a community. This is going to be done using token gating, which is the process of verification based off of NFT ownership. So what is the common denominator between everyone here in this room? We're all going to be receiving one of these two blocking scores just for attending this conference. So using token gating, I'm able to know who owns these map apps, who owns these blocking scores so that I can distribute them. The next thing I'm going to have to do is select the reward. I can choose all the map assets. These will be placed into escrow, taken out of my account, and placed for safekeepings. Now, what do you guys have to do in order to claim it? Only 3 simple steps. 1, you're going to have to connect one time to the app. 2nd, you're going to have to register. And it's really simple to register. If you see that green button, then you're eligible, because we know from the token gating whether you're eligible to receive the prize or not. And the last thing, once you receive a notification that you're ready to receive a map asset, the only thing you're going to have to do is send yourself to my dev shop. Once you land there, you will automatically receive the block. You will automatically receive the map asset in your account. Now, what about challenges? And Sally, I know what you're thinking. Can we do the map? Could we have done the Genesis challenge in this app? The answer is absolutely yes. But what I want to talk about is I want to talk about a different challenge. Let's say I'm Matilda Studios and I want to bring attention to my newest dev shop here in the El Sereno neighborhood. What kind of challenge can I build? First of all, for the requirements, I would want to set that anyone who owns at least one property in the El Sereno neighborhood would be able to participate. The next is that they would have to define a task that we can do. So if I want people to decorate their properties with map assets, I can provide 1 point for someone who puts a map asset on their property in El Cerrito. I can allow 5 points if that map asset was manufactured by the Matilda Studios, and maybe even 50 points if it's along the same street, Axtell Street, which is where Matilda Studios have their dev shop. This is really great because it's able to provide exposure to that dev shop. Now, when it comes to registration, what if I'm a player that has lots of properties in El Sereno neighborhood, which is part of the Real Node LA, but I've never heard of Matilda Studios before? As a person on this app, you can opt in to receive notifications about any challenge that you are eligible for. So this can help me, this can help the brand and the creator reach out and be exposed to other types of players who wouldn't necessarily be interested on first glance at my brand. Next, once you start completing the task, then you're going to start climbing the leaderboard. Now, we see here a leaderboard, which is not just one specifically for the challenge, but there's also going to be global leaderboards so that you are able to see over time who are your top fans. Now, we talked about build and how the creators are able to build these airdrops and challenges. But what about the rest of us? What are we building? We are all helping to build the Upland Metaverse. By participating in these challenges, we're helping to drive economic activity in the metaverse and help Upland realize their mission of building a strong metaverse economy. Now, just a word about artificial intelligence. We know that Upland has a partnership with KDM, which is working to increase the speed of 3D model production within the metaverse. Now, I want to take this idea to the next level. I want to use the APIs of both Upland as well as KDM in order to provide a streamlined and simplified, not only the production process of all sorts of 3D items, but also the submission process when submitting it to Upland in order to receive approval. In summary, this app has all the time-saving tools you need in order to identify your most active fans so that you can focus on rewarding them as well as interacting with them. My name is Yitzchak, also YK2012, and thank you very much, and I'm open to questions. Yes, so the task, as I said, gave the example of the Genesis task. The idea is that the creator would be able to define all of these tasks. So the creator would be able to define all of these tasks, just like in the Genesis challenge. So you would be able to think of what you want to do, where you want to focus your energies, and whether it be sending your properties or decorating your properties or buying things from Meta Ventures and other things that the API doesn't allow yet. But you can really integrate anything when it comes to building these tasks, and also the requirements of defining your community. There are lots of different things that you can use in order to token gate and think of how you want to define your community and the tasks that you want to involve as well. Thank you.
So just to make sure I understand correctly, basically it's a tool that allows me that whatever I do in Upland, I can create challenges around that and award it with those who participate. You mentioned that the way to award players will that
The dev shop.
The dev shop, of course. Will that be applicable also for players who are not entrepreneurs? And weapons, and they have a lot of items in their wallet, and creators are event. Will that be?
I'm not sure I totally understand the question, but maybe for my answer, I might be able to answer that. The idea is that people would travel to my dev shop. As a creator, if you wanted to create the challenge, you are going to want to send yourself to my dev shop in order to register and obviously pay the fee in order to create it. So you would have to travel to my shop. And then the creators, then the fans who would be eligible for this airdrop. So everyone here, the idea was that they would also at the end travel to my dev shop because that's the one that they would know for this app. They would have to come here in order to register the one time for the app. And then they would also come here, and that's where they know that they can come and pick up their rewards, whether it's a sandbox sponsored challenge or anyone's sponsored challenge. They know that you go to this specific dev shop, which would be located all across the metaverse.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next up, we have Upland Aliens.
All right, and we do have a video with some audio at the end, so our audio engineers, just so you know, okay, cool. We are the Upland Aliens, and we're very happy to be here. And let me tell you a little bit about us. Our objective is to integrate metaverse of Upland, alien worlds, and beyond. Our mission is to create new opportunities for collaboration, innovation, and community. We're going to facilitate real-time interactions, governance, and transactions. And we hope to improve user experience and increase economic activity. Why Alien Worlds? Has a strategic partnership with the OMA3 Alliance, extensive APIs, and existing DAO governance. We, as Upland Aliens, entered a couple of their hackathons and actually won. First place in the community, which we're very proud of. So a little bit about our team. That's me. That's my real name. I've got a kind of diverse experience in corporate leadership. I don't look like it, but I was president of a large corporation at one point in my life. I do arts, education, and a lot of AI recently. We have Dr. Ted, over 25 years in building companies from startup to public offerings and technology innovator. We've got Lisa Chandler as our Chief Marketing Officer. She's a former Alien Worlds team member and expert in experience design, communities, and revenue creation. We have Lucas Wassell, which we're very happy about. He's our lead developer. He's a former software developer manager at Alien Worlds, and I know he's met with some of the Upland team and worked on integrating Alien Worlds in the past couple of years. So we're excited to see what he can bring. And we have the agency, Rob Young. That's our community manager, which I know a lot of you know and love. He's experienced in graphic design and community engagement. And last but not least, we have Arthur Kantaroff, aka D-Tech, our lead designer. We're manifesting Upland Designer here, but he's also nominated like Manny Motel. He's an expert in community design and an awesome person. Okay, so our MVP overview. I know for some people who aren't as technical, that is not MVP of the game, it's minimal viable product. So we are going to onboard Uplanders via the dev shops to the UVN. And we'd like to utilize MetaMask, Wax, Phantom, Anchor, other wallets for authentication. The beginning will definitely be Wax. And we want to leverage Upland's API for the user profile and have an intuitive user interface and app. We'd like to issue membership NFTs. You saw our little baby alien. That is going to be our initial. Of course, we're going to start with a baby steps. we've got engagement and rewards. We're going to reward engagement with UPX, TLM, which is the token from Alien World, which is on Binance and Ethereum, and it's kind of interesting. And we've got a lot of other community tokens that we're working with, actually. And we're hoping that we will be able to get off the sparklet if applicable. And we want to organize myriad events for camaraderie and unique rewards, visit raids and leaderboards. This would be for kind of the existing uplanders and help the new players that are coming into Upland from these different communities to become uplanders, which is, as I'm sure you're all aware, it's not the easiest thing to go in. So we want to help and reward our Upland existing players for helping those people do that. So this is a member sign up and authentication. So that's what we're going to use the Upland API for initially. User assets escrow, develop these depth shops, or purple dots, and track and travel sends and visits to Upland Alien members. So when you become a member, you get to enter some of your properties to become part of the list. And when people visit your properties, they will get rewards, they'll get distributions of these multiple tokens from different communities. And this is just repeat, sorry. So our future API, enhanced KYC information. So one of the big things in a lot of these other communities is there's not a lot of KYC. And in Upland, a lot of us are KYC, and it's a big deal with crypto Web3. And we're going to try to utilize that and take advantage of that awesome thing you guys have developed.